My name is Mark Ayranto. I'm the CEO of Silverco. Before I get started, I'd like to thank the MIF team for putting this together and thank all of you for coming out Saturday morning. It's a pretty big ask, so see what I can do, but thank you very much. There's our disclaimer. Silverco is currently a private mining company that is in the process of going through an RTO and getting a listing. That should happen in October. So call it the next four weeks or so, we should complete that and be fully trading. I'll talk more about the RTO process here in a minute. But as a private company, we have in 2024 acquired the Cusi Mining Complex. It's in Mexico. It's fully permitted silver mine, as well as mill and tailings and everything that goes with it. It is a primary silver producer with 85% of the value coming from silver. This asset was producing as recently as 2023, and then silver prices and a few other things led to the asset being put on care and maintenance. Silverco acquired this in 2024, and we have an aim to put it back into production in 2026. When we acquired it, we did a 5,000 meter drill program, made two significant discoveries, and currently we are working on a 15,000 meter drill program. It's a big land package. It's got district scale potential. It's in the Sierra Madre. It lines up really well with Gatos and Perel and others. It's just great belt of mineralization. It has currently a non-compliant resource of 66 million ounces, over half of which is in the M&I category. We will, post the RTO transaction, look to validate that and get it published later this year. We're undervalued, we believe. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm sure we all say the same. But we are well funded. We have raised, since being private, $25 million. We still have $13 million and 2 drills turning halfway through a 15,000 meter drill program. So our real vision with Silverco is to be a 10 million ounce producer in the next 3 years. We've got a great shareholder base and a great team to do it. And there's very few companies like that in that category. So that is our aim. We're going to do that by putting Cusi back into production next year. Through exploration drilling, we're going to have a lot of news coming out, as well as doing accretive acquisitions in the market. So like I mentioned, my name is Mark Ayranto. I'm the CEO. We got Sean Fallis in here and Nico Harvey, both on the management team. We got a booth just outside this door to the right. So if you're interested, come on by and say hello to us. And we've got a really enviable board as well. So in our corporate structure, I'll talk about Silverco privately, which you see off to the left here. And then I'll talk about the RTO that we're in the middle of. So Silverco currently has around, for simplifying things, but roughly 17 million shares outstanding. We've raised $25 million. We did an initial raise at $1.50, and then most of the money has been raised at $3. Our largest shareholder is Eric Sprott personally, and there are 4 other institutional funds that everybody here would know and recognize. So really strong shareholder base. And then founders have nearly 40% and have put a lot of their own money into it. So that is Silverco currently. We are doing an RTO with a shell. The ticker is Q. I don't know if there's any Q shareholders, but I can talk to them later. They're doing a heavy rollback at 100 to 1. And post-consolidated basis, they'll be issuing 1.88 consolidated shares of Q for every 1 share of Silverco. When you do all the math, that means going public, we will have just over 32 million shares outstanding, and the price will be nominally at $1.60. And for those that, in the private co, we raise money at $3. If you do $1.60 times 188, you get to $3. So a clean pass through, everybody's putting in good money and wants everybody to be successful. We are not doing a raise on the back of going public. We have $13 million in the bank. So we hope to have a strong response in the market. Now on to the asset itself. It's the Cusi Mining Complex. It is in north central Mexico. You can get there very easily. You fly into Dallas, Fort Worth. You have an hour-and-a-half flight right into Chihuahua City. And then you have a 1 hour and 10-minute drive to site. It's all paved roads. There's power there. It's great infrastructure. As I mentioned before, you've got Gatos and you've got Perel and a number of other assets that line right up along this great belt of mineralization in the Sierra Madre. I mentioned we're permitted, we've got great infrastructure, and there is a lot of great mining talent and resources in Mexico and specifically in Chihuahua. So we've got everything for the makings for a restart of Cusi. Talk a little bit about geology. We do have, you can see off to the right-hand side, we got an 18-kilometer long strike of mineralization, and it's highly prospective. I'm not going to go into great detail, but you can see in the center map here that magenta color, I think it's magenta, is a rhyolitic tuff that hosts the mineralization. You can see, if I can get my pointer going, you have these four main structures: San Juan, Promontorio, Ejuillas, and San Miguel. And then along this eastern edge, you have the Cusi Fault. And unsurprisingly, that's where historic mining has taken place, at the intersection of these structures in the fault. What we've really capitalized on are two things. Mineralization at depth. Here was believed to truncate mineralization. We've really got a different view on it, and it looks like there's these down-thrown blocks of mineralization that you see at depth, and it carries beyond the Cusi Fault. As well, this is a brand new block that we've been able to acquire. It's very high grade. We're hitting it pretty hard on exploration. That was not available previously, but is today, and we're seeing some great results. I mentioned the historic resource before. That is 66 million ounces and over half in the M&I category. So we'll look to validate that later this year. This is a little bit more detail. I'm not going to jump into huge detail here, but here's this Cusi Fault, and you can see this rhyolitic tuff. But what we found is down-thrown blocks at Promontorio, San Juan, and Ejuillas, and it is very prolific, and it extends. This area has been mined for 300 years, artisanally, and then more recently, mechanically, and a 300-year-old mining district, and we're finding huge potential. And as I mentioned, this was previously unavailable to the operator, and we've managed to acquire it. So with major discoveries, as well as being able to restart quickly, we really think we've changed the game on the Cusi Mining Complex. Not going to get into great details, but these are these down-thrown blocks you see to the east of the Cusi Fault. And you can see there's over 4 meters at 840 gram silver with a gold kicker. I'm not going to go through all these, but you've got 1.5 meters at over 1 kilo silver with a gold kicker. You've got 3 meters at 628 silver, as well as a gold kicker. So you see all of these blocks have got some great potential. And like I mentioned, you got this district scale down-thrown blocks that are to the east of Cusi. This is San Miguel. Again, just wanted to highlight a couple of results. 2.5 meters at over 400 grams silver. You've got 3 meters at 400 grams. You got 5.5 meters at 477 grams. So that is all based on the drilling program we did last year. And like I say, we are drilling 3 times the amount this year. In terms of our comps, I got to rush here. Importantly, these are companies that have produced over 5 million ounces. This is Silverco today. As I mentioned, we want to be producing 10 million ounces in the next 3 years. And the important thing on this chart, you see Gatos, Silvercrest, Mag Silver, they've all been acquired. There's really nobody in this space, and the market's begging for it. Silverco, it's an ambitious goal, but we believe we'll hit it with our shareholder base and our management team, get from here to here in the next 36 months. So in terms of milestones and delivering on what we say we're going to do, we took this thing private. We got the asset. We raised $25 million. We told shareholders we're going to do an RTO by Q4, which we're doing. We're halfway through a big drill program. We're going to do a restart of Cusi here in, we'll put the plan out in Q1. We're going to be restarting the mill and operations in H2 of next year with an eye to get to 2.5 million ounces at somewhere between $20 and $25 AISC. And then lastly, as I mentioned, 10 million ounces in 3 years. So thank you for that. And if you want to come by, we're just out the door. Thank you.